So I'm Joel Bauman. I'm from Southern Ontario, and I started composing when I was about 14 years old. And I think the main thing that inspired me with composing is a teacher that I had in 8th grade. And yeah, he was really into music, and he composed, and I thought it was cool. So I guess that's what got me started with that. I think the biggest thing that inspired stars is literally the stars. So I think it was a Sunday evening. We had church, and coming home after church, it was a warm summer evening, and the sky was clear. And I just stepped out of the vehicle and looked up, and it was amazing. And I'm not exactly sure where the first melody line came in, but I remembered the poem by Sarah Teasdale, and I had always liked that poem. Just the simplicity of the lyrics, while still capturing the moment of stars, and it wasn't all at once. Definitely not. I would say it's been a process over several years, and I think the first line was sitting saved for quite a while before I actually did a lot more with the piece. Some of it was just, I sent it to a friend, and he really motivated me to work at it. I don't think it would be what it is if he hadn't been like, that's a really great line, and you should build that. I hope when people hear the song that they can feel a little bit of that feeling that I felt. It's a very intimate song, I would say. It's about seeing God's grandeur, but it's by yourself, and it's in a quiet way. It's, in some ways, it's not really a sacred piece. It never talks about God in it. But I think, the last line talks about being honored, or feeling honored to see so much majesty. And I guess that's kind of the feeling that I hope people get, that they can see God's glory in the stars. It's exciting to hear it come to life. There's just so much more to a choir singing it with real people behind it rather than a computer, playback. So it's good. It's exciting. I'm excited to see where this goes, like not just for my pieces, but for other composers who maybe don't have an outlet for their music. And I just really think it's a good thing to be able to encourage our own composers. I think God wants us as Christians to create beautiful things. I think that's part of who God is. And I think that an event like this can inspire and motivate composers to do more, and then also get that connection between the choir and the composer. So often with the choir, you're interpreting what the composer wrote, and you don't get that connection. And I think this is maybe a place where you could get a bit more of that. There's something exciting about knowing that all of these pieces are new. They're fresh. I think music is simply a language that we can learn and be able to produce, just like any other form of art, where you might have literature, and anyone can really learn to write if they learn to express their thoughts. And I think music is the same way. When you learn how it works, I really think anyone can do it. I've heard a lot of people say that it just feels so hard to produce something with music, and how do you do that? How do you even start? And well, you have to start. That's basically it. And then just work from there. And it does take hard work. It takes a lot of effort, but I think it's worth it. And I would just encourage anyone that's starting to go for it. Do it.